Alright, today I'm showing my Smith & Wesson SW99. It's calibered in 45. And yes, it is loaded with hollow points. I think they're gold. This is a Smith & Wesson and Walter design. The handle or the frame is Walter, and the barrel and slide is Smith & Wesson. It's the same design as the P99. Now the difference about this one is it is 45. The 45 is a 9+1. The gun is a Palmer grip. I'll throw one of these empty mags in it. There's a Palmer grip. Locks back on the last shell. The trigger is a little bit different, as you can tell when you pull the trigger, and so it's got that. So it's a double action, single action. So from here it's just click. And then after that it's all double action. But when you first rack the slide, the first one comes back and then fires. So the trigger could use some work. It's a little bit gritty, but like I said, this is my first handgun that I ever bought. I bought a 45 from a buddy of mine. When I got it, he kept everything. He has the original receipt and everything. So it came with the guide here. Came with the wonderful lock. The spent shell from Smith & Wesson. So it's got an empty 45 shell in there and the day and everything. It did come with 3, which I thought this was kind of neat. Never had this happen before, but came with 3 front sights, replaceable. And then this yellow rod here, this changes out the back straps, because this gun does have a back strap that you can change out. And you put up this one here is a little less. It actually has 3, but the one I got only came with 2. To take the gun apart, you simply push down these 2 tabs. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Then you hit the decocking button, because it does have a decocking button, and it slides forward. So you can see it's just a standard frame. The barrel is held in by a spring. It's captured all in one. The downside of this, it is plastic, so I do worry about this breaking, getting brittle and cracking. And then you pull out the barrel. So like I said, it is 45Acp. Now this gun did come in 9mm, and it did come in 40. Magazines for this gun are fairly difficult to come by. They're about $45 a piece, which kind of makes me want to sell the gun, but since it is my first gun, I'm going to keep it. It does have a large slide lock, which you can easily release. And the magazine release is ambidextrous. So there, so you can see it does have a rail on the front for lights. As you can see, it's ambidextrous, so either side. It does have a decocking mechanism, so when you go through and you set that trigger, you press this button here, and it decocks that trigger. There is no other safety on this. Like I said, it is 45 auto. I did go and get I think it's Uncle Buck's or Uncle Fred's or whatever holster for it. The downside of getting a gun that's not made anymore is that you can't find accessories for it. So it was a pain. I had to go through and figure out which one would work, because it is a 45, not the 9mm, so it is a little bit bigger. So, but the holster works really well, and I'll do a review later on this. It's not an in-the-band waistband holster or stuff like that, but you cannot find, like I said, you cannot find any custom holsters for this. I'd really like to get a Kydex holster made for it. So that'll be something in the future. I did go out and buy, because it came with 2 magazines, and I bought 2 more. So I got 4 magazines total. And like I said, they do run about $45 a piece, so they're not cheap. I wish they ran about 25, 30 like some of the Glocks and XDs. stuff like that. But I do have the original box. I did break this tab off here, which is kind of crappy because I have, like I said, I have everything. It came with everything original. So I love when people talk about a rare gun, because a lot of guns are not rare unless they're really, really old. Now they're uncommon guns, and this is one. You usually don't find them in 45. The Walters, I don't think, came in 45. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I like it. My wife can shoot the gun. It doesn't have a lot of recoil. It's got a quick little reset on it. Like I said, it is a nice gun. It is amazing how this gun compared to like an M&P or a Glock, the changes. I mean, the grip on the handle, there's not much there. I mean, there's a little bit of stippling here, but it doesn't have like, it's more plasticky. It's not it kind of slips out of your hand. So if your hand's bloody or wet, it might slip out. You know, it doesn't have that. So I might get some tape or something, the grip tape, and put on there, or one of the little grippy handles. But I don't usually like putting that stuff on my pistols. I like to keep them stock. So when there is a shell in there, it does have a shell. This will kick out just a little bit and it'll show red. You guys can see that. But other than that, if you have any questions, concerns on the Smith & Wesson SW99, let me know. I will be taking this out and getting some video of shooting this as well. So if you liked the video, please press like. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below. Thank you so much for watching.